Welcome back to Newsfeed. We're going to turn now to your local news. Governor Jennifer Granholm proposed new budget plans for higher education funding. Notable additions included reinventing the merit-based Michigan Promise Scholarship as a tax credit and keeping proposed funding for public universities at a flat rate. However, private colleges saw cuts, including ending need-based tuition grants for private college students. The proposal would save Michigan $30 million, but will cost some local students who attend Concordia University in Ann Arbor up to $1,600 a year. Concordia's financial aid director said it will be difficult for the school to find in-house aid to make up for the cuts because the school's endowment is also down. While private schools are concerned, local public institutions, including Eastern Michigan University and the University of Michigan, are positive about the new proposal. And an 8-year-old boy was hospitalized Saturday after he was run over by a sport utility vehicle while sledding in Heartland Township. The boy was sledding backwards downhill near Mill Point condominiums when a 17-year-old girl backing up her 1998 Ford Expedition ran him over. The boy was transported to the University of Michigan Medical Center with head trauma and a broken leg. He was later listed in good condition. The teen driver will not be cited for the incident as the Livingston County Sheriff declared it an accident.
And a Washtenaw County judge signed a restraining order this weekend preventing a power company from cutting down trees against the wishes of several Pittsfield Township residents. The court order prohibits ITC Holdings from removing dozens of trees lining the properties along Beach Drive. The power company says that the trees pose a safety concern for the power lines. However, residents near the area do not want to lose the privacy that the trees provide. ITC officials had said crews would begin removing trees this week after 2 prior delays requested by township officials. Neighbors began organizing against the tree removal in November. The injunction gives residents time to have an expert forester assess the trees and their potential impact on power lines. And the Ypsilanti School District must cut $6.4 million from the school budget before the 2010 school year. The school board plans to hold a meeting next week to discuss the proposed budget restrictions. However, the board has received much opposition from parents who do not support their proposals to have schools closed in the district. 2 options are currently being considered. The first scenario would close Adams and Chappell, 2 elementary schools. The second scenario would close 1 elementary school and 1 middle school. This week, the district has released possible redistribution plans for each proposal. The board is hoping to reach a final decision by the end of March.
And in health news, after tuberculosis scare at the Eastern Michigan University campus earlier this month, officials say that the student diagnosed with tuberculosis was an isolated case, as reported by AnnArbor.com. TB is an infection that mainly affects the lungs but can spread to other organs, and symptoms can include coughing up blood, excessive sweating, fatigue, and fever. TB can be spread through coughs and sneezes. Washtenaw County averages 10 or fewer cases of TB a year. And we're going to take a quick break now, but when we come back, we're going to have all of your national and international news, so don't go away.
You know, here at Sports Night, we really wanted to try to increase the spirit of the show. You know, get more of the fans out of the stadium and into the studio.
And the game was tied at 1 until the 3rd period when Michigan was able to find the back of the net and go on to win by a score of 2-1.
Let's go! Michigan's Jason Jung faced off against the 6th-ranked Dimitri.
You suck.
Yeah, that's really not helpful, guys. Thanks.
And despite a late surge by the Gophers, Michigan was able to hold them off and go on to win the game by a score of 75-53, bringing their overall record to 5-7-9 in conference play. All right, this is ridiculous. I'm out of here. I'm done.
But in the end, you know what? I think it's best if they remain in the Big House.
And welcome back to Newsfeed. Now we're going to turn to a worldview. A government agency said Monday that there has been a spike in consumer complaints about Toyota cars and trucks in recent weeks following the recall of millions of vehicles. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said it is investigating the allegations, which have yet to be verified. The jump in complaints, however, isn't unusual after a recall. NHTSA said that it has received 9 new complaints alleging fatal crashes caused by the sudden acceleration in Toyota cars since January. Since November, Toyota has recalled more than 8 million vehicles.
At least 18 people were killed in Belgium this morning after a rush-hour commuter train sped through a red signal and slammed into an oncoming train. The train was leaving a suburban Brussels station. Investigators are looking into whether someone was responsible for the crash or if it was caused by freezing temperatures in the city. 80 were injured in the crash. The fate of the two drivers was not immediately known, and officials said they have been having difficulty identifying some of the victims. Eurostar has canceled its service from London to Brussels today, and has advertised passengers the line will most likely remain closed tomorrow as well.
And Dave's back with our full weather update for the week. What can you tell us, Dave?
Thanks, guys. Taking a look outside your window right now, we're seeing 26 degrees under some mostly cloudy skies. Still some light snow showers kind of kicking around out there right now. No major accumulations that we're seeing right now. Winds are out northwest at 5 miles per hour. Taking a look at our high for today, it was only 30 degrees out there today. Our low this morning is about 24, but we're about where we should be this time of year at 34 for our high. So can't complain too much. Now, as we broaden this out to a national view, let's take a look at our temperatures around the area. You can see most of the northern Midwest is in this cold temperatures in the upper 20s, lower 30s right now. But if we look off to our west, right here in Kansas, Nebraska, we're starting to see a little bit of warm air starting to try and push its way up a little bit further north. But if we expand this out to Thursday, it's not going to make it here, sadly. Still kind of just sitting right there. We are warming up a little bit over Michigan into the lower 30s, but we're not quite making it up to where they're seeing it in Nebraska and Kansas in the upper 30s to lower 40s. That's slowly starting to make its way here. But over the next 5 to 7 days, we're really not going to see that just yet, but is a sign that spring is starting to get closer. Now, as we take a look at radar right now, we do have a system just off to our south and west. This is moving off to the east, dumping a lot of snow on Pennsylvania, New York, East Coast areas where they already have a lot of snow to begin with, so it's just kind of adding insult to injury. But what we have to worry about is this little clipper system that's just off to our north and west right now. This is going to be moving in through the next 24 hours to about Wednesday evening. It's going to be dumping just kind of these light snow showers throughout the day. We're only expecting about maybe a dusting to about an inch of accumulation for this, so nothing major, just enough to kind of remind you that it is still winter out there. Take a look at our surface map. You do see that low pressure system that's still moving off to the east. There's that clipper system kind of just pushing its way in, but look off to our west. We do start to see this high pressure system develop. So slowly going to be pushing its way in over the next 24 hours into Tuesday afternoon and evening. We can see that it's moved a little bit further to the east right now. So expand this out 24 hours, you can see that. There it is. Right there, it's slowly starting to make its way in, and as it moves in, it's going to clear up our skies. So Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday, we expect to see maybe some peaks of sunshine in there, maybe a return to mostly sunny skies instead of these partly sunny skies and these cloudy skies. So as this pushes in, it's going to kind of stall off over our area, giving us a great chance for sun over the weekend. But for a night, what you can expect is a low near 24 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Again, those light snow showers on and off throughout the evening. Winds out of the northwest at 10 miles per hour for tomorrow. A high of about 33 degrees under light snow showers. Again, winds out of the northwest about 10 miles per hour. Take a look at our 5-day forecast. You can see those snow showers ending early on Wednesday, then mostly cloudy after that. But look at Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Peaks of sunshine in there. And on Saturday, we're looking at mostly sunny skies just in time for the weekend. That's it from here at the Weather Wall. Let's send it back over to Leslie and Whitson.
Thanks, Dave. It was pretty nice out today for this time of the year. We had this big winter weather advisory last week, and now it's been relatively smooth. So we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to have Dan in the studio with us to give us all of our sports news. So don't go away.